Josh Brown, back row, 8. Came from Rocky Gorge, Salisbury, University Rugby, hometown, Williamsburg, New Jersey. Moved to Maryland when I was about 10. I first started playing rugby. I went to Salisbury University to play football. Had a good time my freshman year. I was just looking for something different. So my sophomore year, my roommate actually was a rugby player. Told me to come out to a practice, and I think it was honestly probably maybe the first time I got the ball. I realized like, hey, this is fun. And then after that, I saw like, oh, like I can make tackles here too. You're doing everything. You're not kind of pigeonholed into one little role for a team. So it's good to belong to a team, to belong to a brotherhood or sisterhood in college. It worked out every single facet for me.
My name's Thretton Palamo. I play center. That's number 12 and number 13. I'm from California originally. Ethnicity, I'm Samoan. So rugby's in my blood. Both my brothers played for USA Rugby. They both represented Samoa, and my dad also played for Samoa. So it's just been in my blood, really. I grew up knowing the game, knowing the rules. So I think I was always kind of ahead of the game at my age. Just knowing the rules can kind of get you a long way, really. You know how to bend the rules, you know how to talk the ref into favoring you. So I wasn't always the fittest or fastest, but I could definitely influence people to favor my game style.
I'm Jack Iscaro. I play prop and hooker from Olney, Maryland. I went to Gonzaga College High School in Washington, D.C., and then went to the University of California, Berkeley, and spent some time in Scotland with the Glasgow Warriors for the last 6 months before I came here and became a part of Old Glory. It's kind of a family affair for me. It started, my dad played in Italy, and came down to my brother playing and myself, and my sister plays, so it's a big family thing for us, and so I started when I was 10.
When I was small, growing up in a rugby family, like my dad was Fiji rep as well, and then my brothers took over, they went to New Zealand, and then I just followed through from there, just trying to be like them. Rugby is more like a team sport. Like, there's no individual in rugby. Like if you play individual, you'll suffer. The whole team suffers.
Here we go, boys. Nice.
Keeps that brotherhood and the teamwork on the field and also off the field.
1, 2, 3.
My name is Max Lum. I'm from Advance, North Carolina. I play hooker. I just come out of middle school, went to a private school called Bishop McGinnis Catholic High School in North Carolina. I had a friend and he said, oh, you're good at football, why don't you come play rugby? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever. I looked it up on YouTube. The first thing I saw was All Blacks haka, and I was like, oh man, these guys are mean. I didn't know what the short shorts were about, to be honest with you. I was kind of turned off by that, but after I got over the fact that I was gonna wear short shorts, and I was like, oh, I can get around it. It was something new. Not a lot of people played it at the time, and I just said, oh, I'll give it a go. And I just went home one day and told my mom if I could ever get a scholarship to play rugby, I'd play it forever. I didn't care about football anymore, and I was done with it. So it started freshman in high school, and I just played on from there.
In New Zealand, obviously, we grow up watching it and talking to people about it, and so I started playing when I was 5, and I remember, I would watch an All Black game, and my brothers and I would go on our back lawn and play rugby till Mum made us come inside. And at school at lunchtime, we'd eat our lunch as fast as we could so that we could go and play rugby. That's how I grew up, really, right through. In high school, obviously, it started to get a little bit more serious, and I was lucky to make representative teams at age grade level. And then it took me overseas, and I met some great people living in London playing rugby. Got into coaching because basically the body couldn't play anymore. And luckily the job's taken me through Europe, to Japan, throughout New Zealand, and now to America. So I've been really lucky. Rugby's been very, very good to me. But it's a sport that can build those links for life, and I've been lucky to have those.